morning, everyone. Welcome to Tribune News on Q, your go-to morning news source only here at Daily Tribune. We are live on Daily Tribune's Facebook page, Tribune Now on YouTube, and at Daily Tribune Official on TikTok. For our headlines. Senator Amy Marcos claimed at the Carino Grandstand rally that her brother, President Marcos Jr., has struggled with drug use for years, alleging he used marijuana and cocaine and even appeared on a 2016 narco list. Vice President Sara Duterte said President Marcos Jr. is facing a profound crisis of confidence over his administration's handling of flood control corruption investigations. The resignations of Executive Secretary Lucas Bersamin and Budget Secretary Amena Pangandaman out of delicadeza have not sparked other cabinet exits, Malacanang said. Senator Amy Marcos' public claims that her brother, President Ferdinand Marcos Jr., used drugs drew sharp criticisms from Senate President pro tempore Panfilo Lacson, who called the airing of family disputes un-Filipino. Senator Sherwin Gatchalian assured the public that the DPWH proposed 2026 budget of 568.56 billion pesos eliminates ghost and substandard flood control projects with over 4 billion pesos in questionable items trimmed by the Senate Finance Committee. Frederick Go was lauded for attracting billions in foreign investments as he assumes the role of Finance Secretary, highlighting projects from Samsung, VinFast, and I-Squared Capital. The Department of Energy forecast gasoline prices may drop by 0.50 pesos per liter, diesel could rise by 0.50 centavos, and kerosene may increase by around 1.35 pesos next week. Dallas Mavericks minority owner Mark Cuban said the team has no plans to trade Anthony Davis this season despite injury setbacks and a 4-11 start. Retired tennis legend Rafael Nadal returned to the court and trained with Filipino star Alex Ayala, drawing massive attention online. Filipina beauty queen Atisa Manalo finished as third runner-up at Miss Universe 2025 with Mexico's Fatima Bosch winning the crown, continuing the Philippines' strong presence in the pageant. Today is the 22nd of November 2025, Saturday. I'm Chynna Basillaje, bringing you this week's top stories. Let's get started. Senator Amy Marcos publicly accused President Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos Jr. of long-standing drug use during an Iglesia ni Cristo rally on Sunday. She claimed that the rest of the first family, including the president's wife and children, have also been involved in illegal substance use.
Batid ko na nagda-drug siya. Minsan, kami ng Presidential Guard at Metro Gompa ang naglilinis tuwing nagpa-party po sila. Kinumbinsi ko pa si Bongbong, pakasalan mo na si Lisa. Naisip ko noon, kapag nag-asawa siya, malalagay na sa tahimik at magkakaroon ng direksyon. Ang laki ng pagkakamali ko. Mas lumala ang kanyang pagkalulong sa droga. Silang mag-asawa. Tuwing kukumprontahin ko siya, ay nagsasabi siyang magbabago na siya, aalisin na niya ang bisyo. Hanggang sa may nagsumbong na naman sa akin na sa paggising pa lang sa umaga, kasabay ng almusal, marijuana pala. Maghapon sila. Lahat sila nagiinuman at gumagamit ng cocaine. Kasama ng asawa Halo-halo na ang aking nararamdaman, pero alam kong ito ang dulo at hangganan ng aking pagtitiis at pananahimik. Dahil nalaman kong pati ang mga anak niya ay nagdodroga na.
Malacanang strongly denied the allegations, calling them baseless and suggesting they were made for political motives. Meanwhile, House Majority Leader Sandro Marcos jumps to the defense of his father, President Marcos Jr., calling Senator Amy Marcos' illegal drug use accusations against the First Family a web of lies aimed at destabilizing this government to advance her own political ambitions. And Vice President Sara Duterte slammed the Marcos administration on Monday, accusing it of being mired in insecurity and insatiable greed amid the flood control corruption scandal. She said her remarks reflect the sentiments of millions of Filipinos who feel betrayed by a government lacking clear direction and accountability. Duterte also voiced disappointment over how the 2025 national budget was approved, asking how funds that allegedly deprived Filipinos of billions managed to get through under Marcos' watch. She urged for urgent and transparent reforms to restore public trust. And Malacanang confirmed that only Executive Secretary Lucas Bersamin and Budget Secretary Amena Pangandaman resigned out of delicadeza, allowing independent probes into their former offices. No other cabinet officials have followed except DepEd Undersecretary Traig Olaviar. Asked if Secretary Sonny Angara would step down after being tagged in alleged kickbacks, the palace said it's up to him. Press Officer Undersecretary Claire Castro stressed no shakeup is underway and the president still has confidence in those who resigned voluntarily. She dismissed the political noise, calling Amy Marcos' allegations baseless and not to be taken seriously. Senate President pro tempore Panfilo Lacson criticized Senator Amy Marcos for publicly accusing President Bongbong Marcos of drug use, calling it un-Filipino to air family conflicts before thousands at the INC rally. Lacson said Filipinos settle disputes privately, not on stage. Senator Robin Padilla echoed this, saying Amy's remarks were about family, not politics. The allegation, now gaining global attention, has put the Marcoses under intense scrutiny, with analysts warning of possible political fallout and damage to the country's credibility. And Senator Sherwin Gatchalian assured the public that there will be no more ghost or substandard flood control projects under the Department of Public Works and Highways proposed 2026 budget. The Senate Finance Committee reduced questionable items by over 4 billion pesos and assigned station numbers to all projects lacking them. DPWH Secretary Vince Dizon validated most reappearing projects from last year. The committee further trimmed the department's budget to 568.56 billion pesos from the House-approved 624.48 billion to ensure transparency and accountability. Frederick Goss tenure at the Office of the Special Assistant for Investment and Economic Affairs brought billions in foreign investments, earning praise from business groups and government agencies as he assumes the role of Finance Secretary. Under President Marcos Jr., Goss spearheaded initiatives to boost the capital market, advance the Create More Act, support the Luzon Economic Corridor, and attract global investors. Major projects include I-Squared Capital's $2 billion investment, Samsung Electromechanics $1 billion expansion, VinFast $500 million e-tax rollout, and Cerberus 15 billion pesos commitment. Go expressed commitment to fiscal strength, sustainable growth, and collaboration with both domestic and international partners. And motorists should brace for mixed movements in fuel prices next week. Based on early estimates from the Department of Energy, using 4-day of MOPS trading, gasoline may see a rollback of around 50 centavos per liter, while diesel may increase by about 50 centavos. Kerosene is expected to go up by roughly 1 peso and 35 centavos. The DOE says global crude prices showed mixed trends due to supply levels, weak economic indicators, and ongoing geopolitical risks. And Dallas Mavericks minority owner Mark Cuban said Wednesday the team has no plans to trade Anthony Davis this season despite a poor 4-11 start. Cuban's comments came after an ESPN report suggested the Mavericks were exploring trade options. Davis, 32, has played only 14 games since being acquired from the Lakers in February and has been sidelined since October 29 with a left calf strain. While Davis is reportedly ready to return, team officials are reviewing medical data before clearing him. The four-time All-NBA forward has struggled with injuries in recent seasons but remains a key part of Dallas' plans. Spanish tennis legend Rafael Nadal returned to the court for the first time since retiring, and he shared the moment with Filipino star Alex Ayala. Nadal trained with Ayala at his academy in Mallorca, saying it felt great to be back and promising to return stronger. The session quickly went viral, drawing massive engagement online. Nadal retired last year with 22 Grand Slam titles, while Ayala has climbed to WTA number 50 and continues to rise as one of the sport's brightest young talents. And Filipina beauty queen Atisa Manalo ended her Miss Universe 2025 journey as the third runner-up. The coronation saw Mexico's Fatima Bosch crowned the new Miss Universe. Manalo impressed fans and judges alike with her performances in the national costume, evening gown, and swimsuit competitions, placing the Philippines once again among the top contenders. While she did not take home the crown, her historic achievement continues to shine a spotlight on Philippine pageantry and inspire future generations of aspiring beauty queens. That's all for now. Join us again tomorrow at 11 a.m. Still here on Daily Tribune Facebook page, Tribune Now on YouTube, and at Daily Tribune Official on TikTok. Also catch the diva that you love, Alvin Ignacio, and Ultra Maldita Alex Brosas later and tomorrow 4 p.m. for DTT Show on Jario Tirada's Facebook page and YouTube channel. Once again, I'm Chynna Basillaje, and this has been Tribune News on Q.